What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Av Files. I am Daniel. Usually you see me with Av, but as you guys hopefully have already pieced together, we are doing our sort of separate short videos throughout the week. And for this short video, I thought this would be interesting. I feel like it's everyone's hope and dream to find something worth value, be it maybe an heirloom or something. I got this idea to search for this topic. I came across an old clip of like Antiques Roadshow, right? And it's just absurd, some of the prices of these. It looks like yard sale trash, but they weren't. They were insanely expensive. So then I was thinking, there's so many like legends and myths of buried treasure. I wonder how many of those have credence, how many of those have substantial truth behind them. And I searched into the World Wide Web. These and what popped up is a list of 15 hidden treasures rumored to be somewhere in the U.S. Guys, this is a article from the Reader's Digest. This was published January 24th, 2023. Let me show you real quick. Check that out. Come on. 15 hidden treasures. I cannot wait. So, without further ado, let's dive down into the world of treasure hunting. Cue pirate-esque treasure hunting music. And I probably don't have anything. But if so, you'll hear it. Here we go. Check this out. The hidden treasures of, let me see, Forest Fen's Deadly Rocky Mountain Challenge. Now, this has been found. So, I don't know why they put it up here on this list. Whatever, maybe we're starting with the weakest one. But I'll tell you about it. And how about this? Every number, I'll share the picture. It's this guy. Forest Fen's Deadly Rocky Mountain Challenge. What does that entail? About a decade ago, 85-year-old Forrest Fenn allegedly hid what experts estimate to be $5 million worth of gold, jewelry, and artifacts in a small bronze chest somewhere in the Rocky Mountains. In his cryptic poem, The Thrill of the Chase, Fenn dropped clues as to the whereabouts of this hidden treasure and inspired thousands of adventurers and treasure hunters to go searching. Sadly, some even died trying. Wow. In June of 2020, the treasure was finally found by a man who chose not to be named, perhaps, and understandably so, as this article claims, as he was suddenly $5 million richer. On his website, Fenn wrote, "It was under a canopy of stars in the lush forested vegetation of the Rocky Mountains and had not moved from the spot where I hid it more than 10 years ago." Instead of a poem, Fenn might have considered putting the message of his hidden treasures into a painting instead. Okay? All right. This one is still lost. This is the Beale Ciphers. The Beale Ciphers. What? Ciphers are always interesting. For those of you that are like puzzle-oriented and math-oriented, aren't ciphers math? I think they're math. But all right. This is still lost. The Beale Ciphers. Thomas J. Beale came across an abandoned mine full of gold, silver, and jewels in Santa Fe, New Mexico during the early 1800s. Beale, along with 30 other adventurers, transported the goods to Bedford County, Virginia, and buried them. Virginia. God. Then he created 3 ciphers in coded letters detailing what the treasure was, where it was located, and the contact information of the people that helped him bury it. Beale put the letters in an iron box and gave them to a friend, instructing him only to open them if he hadn't returned in 10 years. The ciphers were eventually published in 1885, but only one has been cracked. The second cipher, detailing the fabulous contents of the hidden treasures, its cipher key, the Declaration of Independence, So far, investigators have been unable to crack either of the other two and find the treasure. And this is one of the most famous cold cases of all time. God, doesn't that like chomp at the bit? Uh, I, I, oh, I hate Virginia. I hate Virginia. Oh man, but there's treasure in the mountains, and it could be yours. I don't even know what the Beale cipher looks like. Hold on, let me see if I can What is a Beale cipher? Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, Beale cipher. Okay. Oh wow, how does anyone crack that? Check this out. Check that out. That's the cipher. Yeah. Nope. It would take a math whiz to figure that out. So that's still lost in in the mountains of Virginia. The next one that's still lost is Ted Binion's Nevada stash. Wealthy casino heir Ted Binion. Binion? Yeah, Binion has been dead for 2 decades, but his legacy lives on in the form of a silver collection said to be worth several $1,000,000. Rumored to be buried somewhere on the property of his Pahrump, Pahrump, Nevada ranch. Binion was allegedly murdered in 1998 at the age of 55 by his girlfriend and her lover. Jeez. My God. Okay, there's a story. Just okay. While the duo was acquitted of murder on appeal, they were convicted on charges related to silver theft. The motive being his collection of silver items worth several $1,000,000 at the time, and now worth far more. Some believe all the silver has been recovered, but others think a buried fortune of hidden treasure remains somewhere on or under the property. Interesting. Interesting. Next up, we're just rattling these off. Okay, guys? All right. Check this out. Still lost. The old Ozark treasure cave. Let's see. In one of the Ozark's biggest mysteries, the old Spanish treasure cave in the northwest corner of Arkansas. What? Wait. The old Spanish treasure cave in the northwest corner of Arkansas is believed to hold hidden treasures buried by Spanish conquistadors fleeing from Native Americans over 350 years ago. The treasure itself has not been found, but artifacts from the time period, such as helmets, weapons, and armor, have all been found in the area. So there's still hope. What they write, I don't know. I feel like you really have to be in that area. Like, not just in the area, but in that area all the time doing this one thing to be the one stumbling upon these treasures. You know, like, what if I go to the old Ozark treasure cave, guess what? I'm going to be a statistic. I'm never going to come out again. Period. All right. Next, oh man, another Virginian. Another Virginian. What's with Virginia, man? And their hidden treasures. Check this out. Still lost. Mosby's treasure somewhere in Virginia. Got it. That's usually most GPS guidance, or yeah, most GPSs lead you to that place. Somewhere in Virginia. Don't know where the fuck I am, but it's somewhere in Virginia. In 1863, Confederate Ranger John Singleton Mosby and his band of guerrilla raiders were able to sneak 10 miles into Union territory and capture more than 40 Union troops at the Fairfax, Virginia courthouse, all without firing a single shot. Mosby reportedly left with a burlap sack stuffed with what was then valued at $350,000 worth of gold, silver, jewelry, candlesticks, and other family heirlooms, all of them taken from the homes of local plantation owners. What's $350,000 back then? 350. Let me just go. That's what we're doing here, guys. You know, what's 350,000? $350,000 in 1863 today. Okay. $12 million. Jeez. What? Okay. That's nuts. So, he took all that. On the way back to the Confederate line, Mosby was warned that Union soldiers were nearby and opted to bury the sack between two trees, marking the spot with his knife. Later, he sent 7 of his men back to retrieve it, but they were captured and executed. As far as we know, Mosby never went back, so the hidden treasures could still be out there. Somewhere in Virginia. Anywhere. Anywhere. Well, I guess if you use the Virginia courthouse and do like 10 miles, what did it say? 10 miles, like a circle around that, and just kind of move it around, you might be hovering over a $12 million treasure, possibly. Virginia. God. Oh, this is awesome. Now, if I need to find pirate music, damn it. Cue pirate music on for this one. Yes. Still lost. Blackbeard's Atlantic Coast treasure trove. Come on. Let's find some pirate stuff. From 1716 to 1718, the pirate Blackbeard traversed the West Indies and Atlantic coast of North America, attacking ships laden with gold, silver, and other treasures from Mexico and South America on their way back to Spain. Blackbeard is said to have boasted about his buried treasure, but never trusted anyone enough to divulge the secret location. He was finally defeated and executed in 1718. Treasure hunters have been searching for Blackbeard's hidden treasure ever since, seeking everywhere from Virginia's Chesapeake Bay to the Caribbean and Cayman Islands. Unlike, oh yes, so they're still searching. It's never been found. That would be epic. Cause see, that's like a day at the beach or near the water. That's where it's gonna be. I mean, it's not going to be like in the desert, you know? Come on, he's not going to go up to the Appalachian Mountains. No pirate has business up there, which would probably be interesting. I bet that would be the first place I would do. If I was a pirate hiding treasure, I'd go into the mountains because no one would ever suspect a pirate of going into the mountains. All right. Number 8, still lost. The East Idaho stagecoach robbery treasure. What? Somewhere in East Idaho is a bloody treasure worth millions of dollars in gold. At least that's the legend anyway, writes the East Idaho News in 1865. The overland stage line carrying gold in its cargo was held up by the Picket Coral Gang, a pretty prolific stagecoach robbery syndicate. Times have changed. Now, if the robbery took place, and there's some confusion as to whether or not it did, the gang probably hid the loot in the Portneuf Canyon. Interesting. And then there's a separate link. Check this out. This might be, if you guys like this kind of stuff, hit the like, hit the subscribe, share this out with your friends and family. Because, I mean, who doesn't like a good lead on a treasure hunt? You know what I mean? Look, there's this here's why it was called a robbery and not a burglary. Burglary. Interesting. So, remember, hashtag Idaho stagecoach. Or hashtag Idaho. If you want me to click this link later. All right, number 9. Oh my God. Number 9, more pirates. Still lost. Pirate treasure at Hawaii's Palmano Point. Come on. Palmano Point is an exposed reef break off Hawaii's Big Island. Might just be the site of over 5 million in pirate treasure, according to the book Hawaii's Unsolved Mysteries. Captain Thomas Cavendish, that's such a proper name. That's awesome. Captain Thomas Cavendish was a 16th century English privateer whose career may have eventually led him to bury some of his extensive silver and gold riches at the point. Modern day explorers have tried to locate the hidden treasures or even the wreckage of the captain's ship. So far, both endeavors have failed. But any excuse for a holiday to Hawaii, right? Man, these guys are quippy with their, yes. Oh, man. Hawaii just doesn't strike me as the pirate hotspot. Well, whatever. All right, cool. I don't know. Hawaii's waters, man. I'm not exploring their waters since they have like sharks. Like I'm not doing it. I'm not just offering my body up for sharks to freaking feast upon. All right. Next, number 10. Still lost. Dillinger's small bills. What? One of America's most famous gangsters, John Dillinger, spent the spring of 1934 hiding at the Little Bohemia Lodge near Manitowish Waters, Wisconsin, after a phone call tipped him off to the gang's location. FBI agents raided the lodge, but ended up in a shootout with Dillinger and his men. In the confusion, Dillinger apparently escaped out the back door with a suitcase containing $200,000 in small bills. The legend says that he buried the suitcase in the backyard of the lodge as he was shot 3 months later in Chicago. The hidden treasures remain in Wisconsin to this day. What? Dillinger. See, that's the kind of stuff that if you find, it's worth more for historic value, like in a big lump, than trying to spend the small bills anywhere else. Because technically, and I know this is kind of weird, but U.S. currency, even old U.S. currency, is still valid for what is printed on the bill. Like I have some antiquated $2 bills or $10 bills that are worth a little more than 10, not like saying something super rare, but yes, if you go to the bank, you can deposit them and the bank will have to give you $10, obviously, but that bill could be worth a ton more based on rarity, numbers, and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. I don't know, small bills, I don't know. It's not gold. Give me gold than bills. What? Oh, okay, here we go. Still lost. King Kamehameha's burial chamber. Come on. In 1810, King Kamehameha was the first king to bring all the islands of Hawaii under his control. The king died in 1819 and was supposedly buried with millions of dollars worth of gold and jewels. But Kamehameha's burial chamber has never been located, at least not yet. There is a proverb in Hawaii: the morning star alone knows where Kamehameha's bones are guarded. Some believe that the king is buried at the royal burial ground at the palace of Moku'ula in Maui, or in a cave in Maui's Lau Valley, where many other great Hawaiian chiefs were interred. Still, Hawaiian custom dictates that his bones go undisturbed in order to protect his power. So it's one of those things that even if you find it, you're not allowed to touch it. Don't go digging through the bones to get the gold. Have some respect. So that's one that will probably stay lost forever. So here we go. Number 12, guys. Number 12. Here we go. Ready? Still lost. Oregon's Spanish shipwreck. What? Oregon's Spanish shipwreck. When a Spanish ship sunk off the Oregon coast in 1705, it supposedly left behind gold and other hidden treasures, in yet another tale of lost Spanish gold. The mere fact that it might exist is enough to drive real estate interest in the area. If you thought you could buy a second home on the coast, but knew it would stretch your budget, the tipping point just might be, oh my God, there's 500 pounds of gold somewhere up there. Gary Albright, executive director of the Tillamook County Pioneer Museum, remarked to Portland Monthly. So I I feel like homeowners aren't going to be going out looking for lost treasure. You could. I would. I would. That would be awesome if I could pick one of these 16, or I guess really 14. The first one was found. One of these 14, and go on a vlogging adventure of treasure hunting. You know, knowing that I'm not going to get anything. But it would be interesting. I have to talk to Av. Maybe he'll come along with me. All right, check this out. Number 13. Still lost. Jesse James's loot. Oh my goodness. Somewhere in Oklahoma, most likely in the vicinity of Robbers Cave in the Wichita Mountains. Never heard of those mountains. Wichita Mountains? The Wichita Mountains. Okay. They're said to be over $1 million worth of hidden treasure left behind by Jesse James and his band of outlaws back in the 19th century. There are hundreds of tales about the James gang's exploits, all ending with essentially the same words. He left that treasure behind in the Wichitas, and it's never been seen again. Now, what we do know is that Jesse James is the most notorious criminal from Missouri. Okay. Cool. Neat little story. Okay, well, I mean, that could be something. Wichita? Oklahoma. I don't know, guys. I'm not going to Oklahoma for a treasure hunt. Give me like Blackbeard's Treasure Cove. Oh, yeah. That would be awesome. I don't know. I'm not going to go to Wichita. The Wichita Mountains. Nope. All right. Here we go. We're almost done. Number 14. Still lost. Dutch Schultz's hidden treasures. Who is Dutch Schultz? Never heard of this guy. One of the world's most perplexing hidden treasure mysteries is that of the gangster Dutch Schultz, who may or may not have hidden. I love that. Who may or may not have. Huge statement right there. May or may not have hidden a fortune somewhere in the Catskill Mountains of New York. As the story goes, Schultz feared the law was catching up with him as he was being investigated for tax evasion. Therefore, he had a special waterproof and airtight safe built and placed $7 million in cash and bonds into it. Over $130 million in today's money. The safe was buried at an undisclosed location in upstate New York, and it has remained there ever since. Schultz was shot by a rival gangster in a New Jersey restaurant in 1935, and the location of the safe appears to have died with him. Hiking. Hey, let's go on a hiking treasure hunting holiday to the Catskills. See, that would be awesome. I mean, granted, you might run into a bear or two, but I mean, he's a gangster. I don't know if he would. I don't see New York gangsters out there in the wilderness blazing a path like a frontiersman. You know, I feel like whatever they were burying would have been perhaps a little bit easier than some of these mountain treasures. I feel like this one, if there was a lead to pick up, it would be Dutch Schultz, hidden treasures. All right, almost there, guys. Number 15. Still lost. The pirate treasure of Machiasport, Maine. Yeah, don't ask me to say that again. The small town of Machiasport in eastern Maine may be harboring millions of dollars in valuable treasures that once belonged to the pirate Samuel Bellamy, who some say was the model for Captain Jack Sparrow. Cue pirate music. I'm going to figure out. I'm going to put pirate music in this. I don't care if you guys want to or not. Back in 1716, Bellamy and his crew moved to the area and built a house to hold his treasure. But Bellamy and his pirate princess didn't stay long. They were soon back out on the unending what? Piratic? Hold on. Piratical. Is that even a word? Piratical quest to score more loot. Ultimately, Bellamy was captured and hanged in Massachusetts, and his treasure has never been located. Piratical. Word of the day right there. Piratical. Okay, I dig it. All right, here we go. Number 16. We finally come to the end. Let's see. This is 8 Fabergé eggs. Still lost. Why is that number 16? I thought that was Russia's stuff. Okay. In 1918, during the Russian Revolution, the Bolsheviks first murdered the Romanovs, then came for the House of Fabergé, the Imperial Russian jewelry designer. Oh, sorry, I missed the comma. The House of Fabergé, the Imperial Russian jewelry designer. Most of the Fabergé eggs were confiscated and sent for safekeeping in Moscow after they were discovered again in the early 1930s. Entrepreneur Armand Hammer took an interest in them and brought 10 home to America. Some sold, some did not. Some have changed hands multiple times. All that is known for sure is that 8 of the 50 Fabergé eggs made for the imperial family remained unaccounted for. However, one of the other Fabergé eggs sold in 2007 for $8.9 million. So the true Easter egg hunt. It is the hunt for eggs. $8.9 million? For what? Like, look at that. I mean, okay, whatever, but still, like, I don't know, guys. Is that worth it, man? Is that worth it? $8.9 million. Yeah, the Russian family right here. Which one's Anastasia? Right? Isn't that a mystery? Or that, no, wait, that mystery's already been solved, right? Anyway, guys, I thought I would bring this to you. Hopefully this finds you in one of these off moments where your imagination can run wild. Let us know in the comments which one of these 15 would you go after? Which one? We're in Maryland. So the Virginia ones, though I hate Virginia with a passion, but yeah, the coast ones, the pirate ones, the gangster ones, I'm leaving Idaho way out of it. I'm not going to Idaho at all to find stagecoach gold. Yeah, no. But the gold in Virginia, hey, now we could totally check that out. If you guys want to see that, or us try, we could probably carve out a good weekend to do and find a treasure that no one's found in hundreds of years. Easy peasy. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for rocking with us. And as Av says, peace. Later, guys. Yeah, so I just found just made the pirate music. So get ready, and I'll add it to the end of the video. Because every treasure hunting video needs a pirate theme, right? So here it is. Boom. Peace.